Hello, everyone. Welcome to day three of our workshop with Damien and Rufus. We are doing some cool things, and if you haven't paid attention to day one or two, we are talking strategy as well as technology when it comes to the world of automating a small business or even for yourself. And Damien, welcome back, my guy. I think
Hey,
it's been quite the session so far, and let me go ahead and record to
yes.
the computer so we don't forget that. But welcome back, Damien. Welcome to day three.
Well, thanks for having me again. Day three, Paulson. I appreciate it. I'm moving things around so I can see all of you guys. There we go. How's it going, people? Welcome back.
How many of y'all have loved this session so far? And what I like about it personally is the simplicity of it in Damien is not overwhelming everybody in here with so many things, but just enough to get excited, just enough to create actionable steps. And give me a one in the chat. So if you are paying attention to our Zoom chat, you'll notice that the Zoom chat is turned off, and that's by design. We want you to engage in all the channels that we are live on right now. I think LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the Facebook groups, the pages, um, literally everywhere. We're live. And what I'm doing is paying attention to your comments. So, first things first, tell us what city you're checking in from. It's a great way to connect with people. I know it's the last day of the workshop, so we've got some really, really cool things to go through. And secondly, I want to know what has been your biggest takeaway so far from either day one or day two. And also tell us, did you start doing your homework? Did you start building, or are we still in the thinking process and not taking a lot of action? And if so, I want to encourage you. We've got some cool things to that, that's going to help you kind of move the needle forward. But without any further ado, Damien, let's set the agenda for day three. What are we going to talk about? What can they expect from today?
Let's do it. So, day three, we're going to talk about. Let me share the screen real quick. Immediate income accelerator. So essentially, the things that you can add in your business to get you some immediate income. Like this doesn't have to be a $3,000 course or $5,000 course. This can be a 7, 10, 20, $100 a month membership that'll get you recurring revenue every single month. So today we're going to focus on what that looks like communication wise, because again, this is the automated outreach workshop. So it's to show you that automated outreach, what that should look like when you communicate to the people, when you build your membership site. And we're actually going to build a membership site inside of High Levels. So I'm going to walk you guys through that process. So by the end of today, you should have a membership site built out. You should have your welcome series in place, and you should also have your quiz um, uh, workflow in place as well. So they come in on the welcome, right? And we did that avatar homework. I promise you guys, I give you a bonus if you did your homework. So I have a way to collect that from you guys. So I'm going to put a link on the page, the in the Google Drive on that sheet that we shared with you guys. Click the link, fill it out, upload your avatar worksheet. I'm going to look at all of them that you guys upload. Okay. This is a teacher. I mean, I told you guys I taught sixth grade. I'm gonna look at every single one of them, and you might get a check mark or you might get a minus on there. We'll see what happens. But I got a link for you guys to fill that out and upload that. And I'm gonna send you a bonus, a surprise bonus for those of you who took action, actually did the work, and have it done. So if you don't have that, there's a link. I think we put it in the chat yesterday, but let me share my screen so I can.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Sure.
Let me
You
make
got to give me
you a
permission, Paulson.
co-host. Yeah, I made you a co-host so you can. So if you guys can all go to High Level's public Facebook page. I want everyone to go to High Level's public Facebook page real quick, which I believe are Jordan. I think Jordan, or I'm sorry, Ethan put the comments. If you look at the Zoom comments, if you're in the Zoom room, you'll see the link to the Facebook page. I want you all to go to the High Level external Facebook page and I want you to tell us whether you did your homework or not. And it's totally
Uh-oh.
okay. It's totally okay if you didn't. Just be honest. But I want you to type in yes or no, or type in I'm working on it. Maybe you're in progress. Okay.
That'd be great.
Let me see here. Let me see who's all engaging because I don't get excited if people are not engaging.
Right. I mean, we need you guys,
Let's
you know,
see.
doing the one thing, and you guys know we talked about this a lot. I talked about this a lot. Is the reason I do the things, the reason we have the Spark Accelerator, is to help you guys actually take action on the things that people are, you know, are teaching you and giving you the information. Not only um, did we help you take action, but we gave you almost all the pieces to make it happen. So you know, take the time, make sure you guys do it. I see a lot of people working on it. Let's get it done. I'm going to post that link today so you guys can just upload it. And then I'm going to go through all of them to check them. And then I'm going to send you out the bonus that I promised. Okay.
Okay, awesome. And Damien, what are we looking at here on this slide?
This is the worksheet trial. So we have a 30-day trial. For those of you who are new today and who haven't taken the 30-day trial, this link expires at the end of the workshop today. So if you don't get this link today, if you don't get your 30-day trial to high level, then you'll be back to the 14-day free trial. And even though we're giving you everything to get it done in 14 days, that's a bit of an overwhelm. So go
Yeah.
ahead and take the 30-day free trial to get your business in order. You have 30 days to do it. You should be running these workflows that we give you. They should be in place. They should be up and running. You should be running traffic to them within the first 30 days so you can see some results.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's
Perfect.
get started with
Let's
where so
do it.
so where do they upload the homework? Where do you want them to
Let me
submit
give
the
you
homework?
that link
Okay.
real quick, guys. Let me get out of this thing. Up, 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 up. And then I should have had this already copied. Open this. Go to, oops. All right, guys, let me put that on that page for you. Sites, forms, here. Integrate. Copy from link done. And then let me go to,
And just so y'all have context, if you are not in the world of high level, if you get snapshots, you want to take advantage of it because snapshots are basically automation trees that you can buy or get from wherever, however, from high levelers in general. And what it does is it automatically copies and pastes their automation trees to your account. So when you start high level or launch your high level, you're starting with mass amounts of automation trees across the board, so then you don't have to build from scratch, which is why during these workshops we offer you all the snapshots and the collaterals behind it. So this is a great time to take advantage of this and jump into a trial and 30-day trial. And I believe you could even get into a one-on-one Zoom call with one of our live agents to kind of strategize and kind of map out your high-level kickoff. So it's a pretty cool offer that we don't do all the time. The normal thing that we do is offer a 14-day trial, and then you're kind of on your own to just jump in and kind of figure it all out, which is quite difficult when you have an operating system to build out.
it
But
is.
Damien, let's get back to it.
Trust me, I know trying to build those things out while you are running a business is not fun. That's why we also have the Spark Accelerator. So it's on that sheet now, guys, underneath homework uploads. So if you go into the asset folder, you should see it towards the bottom right underneath the snapshot. It says homework uploads. Click the link, upload your homework to that link. All right, guys. All right, so let me share my screen here. Let me hop into automation. Share screen. Here we go. Share that. So everybody should see my workflow list, but we're going to hop into the correct sub account. All right. So unfortunately, we're not going to have time to cover the partner, but I also gave you guys that workflow as a bonus just for showing up. It's in there, so if you get the workflow before you know, this page comes down or however that works, there's an additional workflow in there. Feel free to reach out. But it's, if you've gone through the first 2 days or watched the recordings, you should know how to navigate through that workflow. But if you have questions, feel free to reach out. So today we're going to go over the membership. So there's two parts to a membership, and there's the actual selling of the membership. There's the actual onboarding of the membership, and then there's, so I guess there's three parts. There's the actual drip, or sometimes I mean, you guys have all purchased courses, and sometimes, you know, you get the information, the whole course right away, or sometimes you get it dripped out weekly. I'm going to show you both options on how to do that. Now, this was kind of created before High Level introduced the new feature. You can now drip the content out directly from the membership. That was one of those updates. Remember, I told you guys, hop in here, you know, once a day, and you'll see that, you know, there's been some updates. This one is huge today. This new video player in courses. This is crazy. Because you know, for those of us who pay over $1,000 a year for Vimeo hosting for video, this right here will save us a ton of cash, right? So this just got released today. I think it was yesterday, and then a couple other things here. But this one, guys, I'm telling you, this update right here will save you thousands of dollars in hosting costs for video, and keep your video, let me say this right, keep your videos as secure as possible on the web, right? I'll have to, you know, give that disclaimer, because once you put a video online, you know, anybody could grab the video.
Damien,
So
before just real quick, since we're gonna be doing membership
mhm.
and building out this cool thing, I want to talk about a feature that's kind of a white elephant in the room. Um, what are your thoughts on the Kajabi importer?
So I had a migration. One thing we do as well, we have a migration tool from the other software, what Keep specifically. We have my only migration tool. It's a 6-click migration tool to bring all of your data over from Keep. Contact records, tags, order history, emails. It's call activated. We built it, and it really to help us and my clients, because that's kind of the community I came from, to migrate over to High Level. We have a tool to make it easy for you to move all of your data over into High Level. Now, we just did a migration about a month and a half ago, or almost 2 months ago, from Kajabi. Uh, Line by line, course by course, document by document. It was horrible. And then all of a sudden, like, you know, a month and a half ago, pops up, oh, hey, by the way, we have this Kajabi importer. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would have saved so much time moving that over. Any tool that you can use to help you do those manual processes, High Level is one of those tools, right? For email and everything else, anything that helps you um, move systems, because it's a pain for everybody. Any tool that helps you do that, man, it saves you time, saves you money in the end. Use it, right? And so with the Kajabi importer, I wish I would have had it when I did that migration, but now that it's there, you know, hop in. If you're using Kajabi, when you see this membership system here, you're gonna be like, wow, okay, let me make that move, because it's in it again. High Level is giving you all of these things inside of the software. So you don't have to go out and get 18 other softwares to do the things that you want to do online. Everything's in idle. So
Love it.
use the Kajabi importer.
So what are we looking at? We're in the automations tab. We're under workflows, and you're
Mhm.
organizing your folders, it seems like.
Yep. So we got the folders for everything that we talked about. Today we're in the membership folder. So those of you who have the snapshot, you should see something similar.
Okay.
Okay. So we hop into the membership, and again, before you know, as we talk Monday and Tuesday, we do all of our emails first inside the email template builder, and we'll hop into those emails. But same thing here, right? If somebody has purchase it. We put this condition here, this if and or kind of segmentation tool. So if they came in before, how do we know that? Because we tagged them, because we like to segment all of our people and exactly where they're at. So we tag them when they come in here. So we know, yes, they've came in here before or not, right? How many of you have purchased a course twice? I'm not saying I've ever done that, but you know, it may it may happen sometimes. And then I'm like, yo, I'm sorry, can I get a refund or whatever? You can put that email over here. Hey, you already been to this thing. Maybe you should check if you purchased or something like that. You can put that email over here. But we have the order confirmation, like we talked about. Um, Always giving the people something as soon as they opt in or give you money or whatever. Always give them the thing that you promised to give them right away. So you see this order confirmation delivery, you have a confirmation of access, and then you have a where to start email, right? Now I'm going to go over this stuff here. We're probably going to remove this in a future update because now the drip system is in place. So this will change a little bit, but I'm going to show you guys what we have here today, um, and go from there. So let's hop into this email real quick, or these emails real quick. How we get there? You go to marketing, emails, templates. Okay, and inside of this tab, this folder, you'll see all the emails that you can use for this workflow. Right? So let's hop into the first one. Relatively simple. You guys know how to use custom values because we went over that the past 2 days. It's here, you know, program name. Hey, boom, you're in. This email is confirmed. You're successful purchase enrollment. Now they're also going to get an email on the from the course itself with the login information. So, and I'll show you guys where to edit that. But this is one for you to connect with them a little bit more. Remember all the stuff in red. You know, you can go in and change that information. So the first email, order confirmation. The second email is you want to confirm access. You know, hey, you purchased this thing a couple days ago. Just want to make sure that you're able to get in. This right here, guys. Okay. Now, there's this thing going on with emails in the email
What thing?
service providers.
What thing? Help enlighten us. Enlighten us.
So the email service providers are clamping down on you getting to the inbox, essentially. Okay. They're it really is for spammers and people who email a lot. The number is 5,000 emails, right? But they don't really know or they know who's sending 5,000 or not, but everybody's going to fall into this compliance area. Everybody. So if you don't have the things that they're asking for, like your DKM, your SPF, you know, your own domain that you're sending from, if you don't have those things, it's going to be extremely hard to get into the inbox. On Monday, we talked about email engagement, right? Don't send emails to people who haven't engaged with you. Clean your list and stuff like that. This email right here, where it says, or this line right here, where it says, "Could you please email me back really quick and let me know if you got access?" This does a ton of things, right? This not only gets that engagement, it also tells the email service providers that, yeah, this person is interested in the content because we're having a conversation back and forth, right? So lines like that in emails, especially this email, will help you maintain that engagement. So I would say sprinkle this throughout all your emails, you know, every few days, 3 days, 4 days, you know, have it sprinkled through like all your emails so you can keep that engagement. Now, there's some stuff you can do, you know, on the other end, like we won't talk about that stuff.
We
But
don't want to talk about the sauce.
yeah, we won't talk about the sauce. But I mean, just stuff like, yeah, we don't talk about sauce. Listen, add this in your emails. You don't really have to reply to all of them. You know, because you guys are going to grow super quick and you're going to have super large email lists. So there's no way you can do that on your own. But put this in your emails, guys. It will help for sure.
Okay.
Let's go back. Where's 3 is on page 2, I believe. Yep. Now, this where to start email, again, you're telling them a couple days ago, a few days ago, you purchased access to this course. I want to know if you had a chance to look at it. Now, I've talked to course designers, content, real people who create courses. That's all they do for a living, right? And they help other people create courses for a living. Um, and I don't know if you guys have experienced this or not, but there's about 5 to 10%, and I'm being generous there. I was going to call my good friend Carrie yesterday to get this number. There's only about 5 to 10% of all the people who purchase courses who actually complete the courses. So there's about 90% of people who buy courses and don't actually complete them, right? Just like this on this workshop, there's about 90% of you won't do the work. That's just it is what it is. But the 10% of you who do will take action, and you'll see your business grow. But that 90%, it's not entirely, and this is my opinion, it's not entirely on them, right? You have to take some responsibility for the thing that you're teaching people and help them get through the course. That's just because that's how people are, right? They need a little help. They need a little push. I'm not saying you call them or show up on the, knock on their door and be like, yo, hey, I need you to finish module 3. And don't do that, but do use the automation inside a high level to make that happen, right? You set this up one time and you don't have to touch it anymore. And it looks like you're giving the perception that you do care about the people finishing the course, but you're touching them multiple times, letting them know, hey, I'm really invested in your success. You put this email together, so you want to see these people get through the course. So emails like this, hey, I want to make sure you got started. If you haven't, you have whatever time period to get into the content. I saw something the other day, which and I'm going to share with you guys because I'm going to use this tactic going forward. I purchased a course the other day because like we're getting heavy into cold email. So I went and found, some of the dopest cold email people that I can find, the dudes who are doing it the right way, not the spammy way, to generate some results for my clients and our business. So I reached out to a couple guys. I found a guy. I mean, he had a course, and I'm going through his course. And I'm like, okay, this is really good, taking notes and all the stuff. And then I get an email day 2. He's like, yo, how's it going? By the way, you have 2 more days to access his content, and then it's going away. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, man. Hold on a second. Listen, I got other stuff I'm trying to do. What are you talking about? 3 days. And I didn't believe him. Right. I'm like, whatever. Maybe this is one of those false scarcity or scarcity tactics, whatever. Day 2 comes. I'm like halfway through. I got a couple of more videos I got to get through. Get another email. Hey, 24 hours left. And I'm like, yeah, right. Like, we'll see what happens. It's 20. Now I'm getting real combative, right? Like, yeah, I wish you would take away this course. The next day, I didn't finish the right. Exactly. I didn't finish the course the next day, and I got an email that said, "Hey, your access has expired." And I was like, "No, like I didn't believe it." So I go to log in, and I could not log into the course. I text him. I found him on Facebook. I sent him a message on Facebook like, "Yo, what's up?" He's like, "Man, I told you in the videos. I told you on the pages. Like, we needed you to take action." To make sure that you got through the stuff. I don't do this for the sake of doing it. I did it to help you move your business along. And I was like, all right, man, you made me feel bad, right? I had to look inside myself. That's why I didn't get that course done. It made me feel bad. So I offered to pay for the course. We worked some stuff out, and he let me back in, and now we're good friends. Okay, so
I
this
mean,
is something that's
but he created a natural interaction, a human
natural.
interaction, but what's funny is a lot of people will not chase it back like you did. You could lose people that way too. So you got to find the balance of,
Exactly.
what's the right level of scarcity versus just total, marketing BS versus like,
Exactly.
hey, let me engage with you.
Exactly. It's like with your children, right? Your kids. You can't have these fake, hey, I'm gonna take this toy away from you and not actually take the toy away, right? Because they won't believe you the next time. And then they'll tell their friends, and no, then they're walking all over you, or they're doing whatever they want. Like, this happens a lot in the marketing world. You guys have experienced with timers on pages, with launches, like, hell, our launch closes today. And then 7 days later, you get an email. Oh, by 3 guys refunded. So now we have 100 more openings. It's like, come on, man. Like, let's be true to people. Let's do it the right way. And keep people buying our courses. And I'll get off my soapbox there. But emails like this, like, where to start? This gives you an opportunity to talk to them. Tell them, hey, start here. This is how you get in. This is what module 1's about. We want to see you moving. All right. Now on number 4, this is the drip release. So make sure you send those 3 emails out when they come in to your membership. Now I'll give you guys this one for drip release, this email here. So basically you're going to clone this, like I told you guys in the top here, or in the title, right? And then let me show you guys how to clone, because I want you guys leaving here talking about Damien didn't show us how to clone an email. I want you guys to know how to do all of this, all right? Hit the 3 buttons over to the right, hit clone. It's going to ask you what you want to call it. I'll say this is a clone of the clone, but make sure you keep your naming conventions, whatever they are. We did something super simple here for you guys. But clone that. And boom, now you have another email. So, this is module 2, this is module 3, this is module 4. You have an email to send out to them. And then you're going to drip this out every week. All right. Couple more important emails that are in here for you guys. These right here, and these are super cool because I'm going to show you guys something in a minute that you can do inside a high level that a lot of other platforms don't have. But this completion congrats. This is just hey, I'm glad you made it through the entire program. I'm glad you walked all the videos. We have a call to action in here. Hey, my team and I are hosting the students inside of a different community, and I'm going to show you guys how to do communities because it's in the same kind of area of the memberships. Book a VIP session, ask for a testimonial, discovery call, all that stuff is in this email. Make sure you guys send that out when they complete the course. And then stop working, or you had a mid-program feedback, and then you have a stop working on the program. Okay. I know it's just been a little while. This is you helping them get through the course, right?
Yeah,
This
so
is
Damien, I got a quick question for you.
sure.
So this is totally different than the welcome email tree, right?
Yes.
This is basically a engagement tree for the initial access of the course.
Correct.
So and then I assume you have post access nurtures as
Yeah,
well,
I'm going to
right?
show you that. Yep.
Okay, cool, cool,
Yep.
cool. All
It's
right.
there. All right.
And my friend, I'm gonna ask you one time. I promise I
Oh
won't
no,
ask you
I
ever.
can't believe it. I
Okay,
did it. I can't believe it. I did it. I can't believe it. Oh man. All
Well, I
right,
was like, you know
guys.
what? I'll ask one time. Otherwise, that's what I'm gonna be doing rest of the call.
Oh man. There it is,
See, now,
guys.
now it's
Blown
in your
up so you guys
memory.
can see
Now
it.
it's in your
Yes.
memory.
Yes. Thank you for that.
Thank you, man.
All
Appreciate it.
right. So you guys see that this email, stop working on program. Make sure you guys send that out. And we'll have some tags and stuff when they get to the video. So let's hop into that post access, which is in here, membership drink weekly. So this is where you'll guys see added to the workflow is there. Membership form is there. I have this wait 7 days before this is what you'll do. So they'll come into this workflow after they go through the initial workflow, right? The 3 emails. I put all the emails in there just so you guys would have them. But when they go through the 3 emails, they'll hop into here. They'll wait 7 days. You'll, drip release module 2, module 3, module 4, and then you also have these completion dates. Now I set some arbitrary time limits in between these. You guys can go in here and edit these. Let's say you want to wait, 2 days before you send out the next uh drip release. Like, you'll just keep adding these. I just added the one here, that way you guys would have it. So let me show you guys how to duplicate this real quick. So you'll go in, like I said, however many courses you have, you'll duplicate that clone email, and then you'll come into here, say copy action, paste it here, right? Then you can click here to add in another wait or delay. But sometimes I'm like super lazy in doing that, and I'll just copy here. It's the same amount of clicks, I think. But copy here and then paste a wait here. So these are the ones that you'll do. I'm actually going to give it to them 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later, and these are or a minute later, whatever. So you have minutes, days, and hours that you can set this wait to. So you decide on how long you want to drip release that content out. Maybe it's like a week, maybe it's 2 weeks, maybe it's a month. You can decide that and put that in there. All right.
Yeah, another just a quick pro tip for some folks. It's always, in my opinion, I could be totally wrong, but this is what I've seen from a lot of different players and how
Mhm.
they manage the psychology of this. Most people are engaging on platforms and social media, their devices, right when they're getting up and right when they're going to sleep. So if you're the first person in that inbox before they brush their teeth, you probably will have some really good engagement with them over, let's say, a timeline of 90 days to 180 days, right? You'll start indoctrinating them with a lot of the content, what's relevant to them. Obviously, you want to do all of that ethically, but the timing of when you send this out matters a lot. So pay attention to it. It cannot just be blast every single time. It cannot be just 2 p.m. every single time you do
Right.
this, right? And you need to have variety of. Imagine somebody just getting off work and you're the first person that texted them. Imagine that
Mhm.
experience, right?
Yep.
So pay attention to the timelines, scheduling, and you can get very granular on these things inside high level. Keep going.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. You'll go through here, and then a couple other things in here: the completion bonus and the completion feedback. Our referral program we gave you guys as well. Uh, I think we'll have time to show them the referral program here as
You
well.
can take as long as you want today.
Perfect, perfect. And then maybe have an upsell. We gave you an email for that, copy for that. And then the membership series complete, like they've gone through the whole thing, and are complete with this. Well, maybe I should say that are complete with that. Now,
Is this helpful, y'all?
yeah, let me
Are y'all
know if
excited for this? Like
yeah,
I
let me
feel like
know.
nobody's engaging on these. Let me
Yeah,
check
maybe
give us some one in the chat if you're getting some insightful ideas here. We don't do this for fun. We do this for you guys. We're all running, our own businesses and shops and departments and ton of things. So I want to make sure this is worth your time. Okay, give us a one in the chat if you're loving so far what we're doing.
cool. I got three
Okay,
ones.
awesome,
That's good.
man.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect. All right. Now that we've gone through the actual emails, you guys know where to find them under marketing emails templates. You guys know how to put those in there because we talked about it Monday, Tuesday. So you guys have that. Let's hop into actual memberships. Actually, you know what, guys? Can Before we do that, can I hop into certificates real quick? Because I think this is like super dope. Like, sorry, this is what they're gonna get when they complete your course. All right.
I think that's a great idea. I think our certifications team also is going to be excited just so you are showing this, because this is one of the things people want to know is how to launch their own certificates.
Yeah.
So
So
take a
this is
look at
this is
our
crazy.
program. Yeah, go ahead.
This is crazy. And inside of a workflow, which is dope, like you can automate the creation of these certificates. It's crazy. It's so crazy. All right. So this is the one I created from. Let me create one for you guys real quick, or I'll go on to this one, the one that I created last night. Now, what do you guys see here? Does this look familiar? Right? These custom values. We went over those. So this could be the name of your course, right? And
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen this.
whoa, well, I'm glad you're looking at it now.
I didn't know you could do this.
Yeah. So this is the
Wow.
one. Actually, let me hop out of here since this is new to Pulse. Okay. So I want to
Yeah.
create a new certificate. I have two ways to do it. I can use a existing template, or I could do it from a blank slate. So let's do one of the these are what's available to you if you don't want to go in and do any mess with anything, and these are good enough for you. You can change some colors and stuff.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
let's click this one.
that's
Oh,
cool.
move this out of the way. All right.
And this is
Confirm.
inside of high level, right?
This is
This
inside a
is
high
not
level.
this is not no third party that you integrated.
Nope. This is right
Cool.
inside a high level. So
Very
how to
cool.
get there, guys? Memberships. Click on certificates. Right. I think this is the one I just did. So it looks like this: certificate of completion, company name. But you're like, Damien, I don't want to put my company name in here, or I don't want to have to type it or whatever. So you can just come here. Um, you see where it says company name right there? Boom.
Wow.
Oh, that's the contacts company name. Let me go into, where did I pull that from yesterday? Mm, you'll have to type your company name in here, or else it'll put the contacts company name in here. But these are your custom values that you can, they're not all here. That you can put in there: category title, course title, lesson title, instructions name, and current date. And this is the contact information below down here. You probably won't use any of those three. But high level team, if you're watching this, we need the custom fields for the app. So if you could put those in there, that'd be great. So type your company name here. Acme Company. Um, so there's a couple things you can do here. There's not a ton of things you can do as far as, like, design. You can change the background. There's some here, but if you go to images, upload image from media library, click on backgrounds, you'll see there's a ton here that you can use. Also, if you can search, let's see, golden. Some of these, if you can go to Unsplash and Pixabay, and it'll pull in pictures from these. These are you can use these pictures on whatever. But I'm gonna pick one of. Let's go to backgrounds. There's nothing in golden, of course. Let's see.
I wonder how many people have internal courses where they're certifying their internal team members.
You could do that as well.
You got salespeople that want to be certified. You've got automation specialists in a, you know, my mind is going to five different places on this. This is pretty cool. This is cool.
Yeah. So right here, make sure you put the full name of the contact, and then some text. Hey, congratulations on completing yada yada. Fill this information out here, and I'll just say Damien Rufus, and then type my name here, Damien Rufus, and then my title is um, boom, right there. So now when this gets created in the workflow, um, oh, perfect. When this created in workflow, it'll have all that content in there, and it'll email that out to folks. All right. Some other things you guys can do, different types of layouts. Let's say you want to change those up. You can do that. You can change the actual uh the actual layout, right, to portrait and landscape. So you want it long or tall, you could do that. Add in different headers, your signature, different types of badges. You can see you have these options over here. I'm sure there'll be a ton of options later. And then text. So that's about as far as you can, customize it and edit it. But I mean, this is here you're doing more than most, right? This
Okay.
is a simple thing to set up, an easy thing to include inside of your membership. So I would say use it, guys.
So
All
quick
right.
question for you, Damien. So once we build this out, how does it get delivered upon completion to the student or the client customer?
Let's let's hop into the automation real quick. I'm gonna hop into this drip weekly.
Okay.
I'm gonna come down. Let's see, completion right here. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna say, uh, I gotta scroll for this one. Hmm, where is this?
So the snapshot that you're giving away, Damien, all of this is in there completely, so they don't have to build from scratch, right?
Correct. They don't have to build this from scratch. Where is this?
It could be membership completion.
Um, no. Um, where is? I'll get that for you guys on a follow up, but it is one of the
Product completed, right? You just pass by it
yeah, let me see.
right
No, but
there.
that
Yeah.
wouldn't be the trigger though. So
Okay.
um I'll get that guys for you and I'll post it before 10 minutes after this call. I'll make sure it's in the chat or on that sheet, a follow-up Bloom video. I'll get you guys set.
Thank you.
Cool,
Okay.
cool. No problem.
So
All
so
right.
you have
So
you basically a delivery email that tells them, congrats, hey, you
congrats.
finished whatever.
Yep.
Here you go. Okay.
Yep. And then so that's certificates. I had to hop in there because I thought it was super cool. It's new. You have the list here of the certificates that have been issued. Um, so you guys will see a list of that. But that's in certificates. Now let's hop into courses. Okay, let's hop into the dashboard. Now, when you come in to create a course, you'll see that I gotta make this a little smaller for a second, and then I'll make it bigger. This will be your dashboard. It'll tell you, how many you've had opt in, how many sales, how many checkouts the last 3 days, and how many members. You can go into products. You see, I have the membership here. This is where we'll actually start from scratch, or you said import from Kajabi. But they give you kind of four options to as far as like your course layout, right? You have the sprint course, you have a marathon course, and a membership, and you can build it yourself from scratch, right? So the sprint course is something relatively quick. You have, your welcome, your lessons, and then what's next. This is like a template away. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't add more to the structures, right? You can create more categories, but this is to give you guys a quick start to getting something done, right? We don't want to overcomplicate this thing. We just want to, get it up fast, load your videos, which I'll show you in a second on how to do that. And that's it. So before, like I built over, I want to say like 800 membership sites for different people putting out courses since 2009. Um, my tech stack for building courses was WordPress, wishlist member, my CRM, Zapier, and a couple other things just to have this membership, like Vimeo, just to have, or YouTube for the videos, just to have a membership course. Like I had to do all that stuff just to get to this step. In high level, to get to this step, all I did was click a button and one, two, uh, 3, 4 clicks, and I'm here. Right? Did you guys see that? Did you see how like quick that was? 4 or 6 clicks, and I had my course outline ready.
Yeah.
Right?
I think what's crazy is I think what makes it cool even more than just the membership area is
Mhm.
the behind the scenes of tracking, behind the scenes analytics, the membership subscription models you can build into it, communities that are baked into memberships as well, where you can have your own Facebook groups and discussion boards.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. All of those things. Let me attach certificate to this course. This one, certificate course complete. Boom, it's there. That's what I was looking for. So you see that course. That's how you attach it to your course. So it creates a certificate attached to the course. Now let's hop back into the outline real quick. Let's hop into these pages. So you get in the customization right now, as of today, you have these 3 options, right? There's not 500 options, but I'm sure next year, if we come back in here, there's going to be way more options for you guys to do. But you don't really need all that. You just need something to get you going. So I'm gonna apply. I'm gonna customize this one a little bit. Just thinking. Let me hop over since make sure my internet is good. Yeah, we should be good. So you have a few options when it comes to um, changing the layout. Not much. You can change colors, um, logo placement, some fonts, and the background image. Um, but as far as like what it looks like, let's hit the preview. So it kind of looks like this. You can change this background. You can throw your logo up here. Each of these will have, your images for each one of these. But this is kind of what that would look like, right? And then we'll preview this one. Looks a little different. You still have your, you can change this background here. Your courses are going across. And you can select those here. And then you have one more option. We'll preview that for kicks. You see that, you have it here. You can edit your logo and the background and stuff like that as well. Okay. So we're going to apply this one, right? We're going to keep it simple because we want to get this thing up quick. And then we're going to let's hop into welcome to the course and what this will look like so that you can add videos to your courses, right? Couple of options, just upload the file, boom, put your video in there. You don't have to host your video anywhere else. Grab a link, worry about if it's hidden on YouTube or not. Can people see my video? All that stuff. You just upload it, and High Level takes care of your hosting for your videos. So that's not, man, listen, I remember back in the day we used to have to use Amazon S3. I mean, this is like back in the day, man. And you have to figure out how to upload a video to Amazon S3, how to copy the link, put it inside a page. Like it was crazy. Like now, like this technology is nuts. I get excited, like I told you guys, when I talk about this stuff. Because seeing where we came from to where like technology is now and how easy it is for you guys to get your stuff online, it's crazy. So just select the video, you'll upload it from your computer. Visibility, make sure that this is published, guys. Don't leave it in drafts when you get done writing this stuff, or else people won't see it. Post thumbnail, they tell you the exact size this needs to be. 1280 by 720. Hop into Canva, create a new image, and just put in those dimensions: 1280 by 720. upload it, boom, it's in there. You can add files. Let's say you have a PDF you want to give in this in the welcome. You can add the PDF here. Word doc. You can add all that stuff here so people can quickly click it, download it. And that's it. Like literally you're just up clicking button, uploading stuff to your course. They make this tech part easy, right? Welcome to the course. Just type in, there's some,
Yeah.
copy here, type it in there and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's the same. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's the difference between category versus the other, the product? Like there's like sub layers, right?
Yep. So
Can
essentially,
you
like when you go through your course design or how you're designing your courses, um, it's kind of like we broke out the folders inside of the um
the workflows? Yeah.
the snapshot. Yeah. Just
Yep.
like we gave you guys in the snapshots, right? We want to have it clearly labeled and defined. So let's say in this case, right? They walk you through introduction. These are all the videos that are going to be in the introduction. So inside of this, right, you have a description and you'll tell people this is the content inside of this introduction, and then you'll have a thumbnail here. So it's like course, um, categories and subcategories, right?
Got it.
Anything deeper than that is crazy. You don't want to do that. So let me reload this screen.
And Damien, if I'm starting out,
Mhm.
would you recommend just creating a mini course or a micro course as a lead
Yes.
magnet to just kind of get your feet wet, or do you recommend me just building out, a big course?
So money loves speed, right? Like how long is it going to take you to complete that thing? If you can bust out like a 30 video course in 4 hours or a day, great. Or a week even, right? If that's your timeline. But if you know it's something that's going to take you a long time to develop, just put out the mini course, right? Say, hey, I got this idea, and it lets you test the concept, right? A lot of times, I'm in my experience, where people
You can
have
say it how you
taken
feel. You can say how you feel. You're
listen,
not gonna offend anybody. This is
it's-
family. This is
but it's
family here.
a lot of people. Listen, folks, you don't need to go out and hire a publicist and a world class videographer and a world class copywriter and the best graphic designer you've ever seen. You don't need to go out and hire all those people, put your course together, then put it out in the world, right? When I could put out a course that I just thought about yesterday when I was at walking to the gym, like, yo, I just recorded it with my phone and put it up. It's the same value, right? I understand there's a time and place for those things. But if you have content of value that people can enjoy right now, it's your responsibility to get that out to them, period. Right. It shouldn't take you shouldn't, this allows you, those micro courses allows you to prove the concept first before you go deeper, right? Let's say you spend $100,000 creating a course and nobody buys it. Then what? You're stuck. Kanye put out a video that he recorded on his phone the other day uh, for the Super Bowl, paid $7 million for the spot. So zero production on the video, right? Quarter the video, 30 seconds, 35 seconds, $7 million to the Super Bowl to run it. Made $19 million that day. So what does that tell you? Right? There's a time and a place for everything. You don't need to have these fancy courses and all that stuff. I've been through it multiple times, helping people putting things together. They spend a lot of money on the stuff that wasn't particularly important. Not just getting the content out, testing the product first. So do that, people. Like do that first. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. Hundreds of thousands of
Um,
dollars wasted.
I mean, yeah, let's not go down that
Right.
lane of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
strategy around how to launch a
Sure,
course.
sure.
Okay, so I'm seeing the structure. You have the pillars ready to go.
Mhm.
I assume you go through and build out the content and
That's
you
all you
can
do.
preview it. You can figure,
Upload. Yep.
yeah. And yeah, you can easily like even go to like Fiverr and get like an intro and an extra built out, so then that way you can
Mm.
embed that into your videos and maybe
Yep.
get like a team member that can jump on Canva and just touch it up, you know, like
Yep.
there's some simple things you can do. What are those comments up there? What does comments mean? Oh, that's if you want to turn it on.
Correct.
Oh, you can
If you want
see, okay.
comments on each of these modules,
Okay, so it'll
you
be
can
like a
enable
discussion
hidden.
thread. So it's
Correct.
like a discussion thread. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to basically say, hey, your homework is write one sentence about blah blah blah, and you turn on comments, you can see everybody's homework as a student and you add
Yep.
to it.
Yep. Make sure you
Interesting.
guys you go back in the course and make sure you are actually engaging if you do turn this on. Just a little tip. Just a little tip. And you can do instructor only, public, which you or you can do both instructor and public, right?
Very cool. And how
Um
big, is there a limit to how big courses could be? Is there a limit to video sizes? Like what's the
no, not that I
any catch? Any catch?
not that I know of. Um not that I know of. You can add as long as it needs to be, right? There might be I don't know. I shrink my videos down anyway before I upload them, just to, as a habit of having to have paid for that. Those sizes, we shrink them down. But there's no limit on how big this thing could be.
Okay,
As far as I know.
got it. If you guys are watching this and gals, like if you have questions around certain things, go ahead and comment those down in all the streaming. I'm paying attention. I had an interesting conversation here. I think Mike Wayne was recommending that you can connect to school as well. School is a pretty new ecosystem, but you know, our communities is something similar. What are your thoughts on it? Is that something I don't have enough experience personally, so is that something you
So
can comment on? Yeah.
yeah, I can. I had a buddy of mine hit me up the other day in Facebook chat asking the question was, hey, we have school, and we have this product. I'm using high level. Should we use school for our community? And how do you hook it up? Essentially, he was asking for help. And so I was like, well, why don't you just build it in communities? Because you're processing the payments and doing the automations at a high level. He's like, oh, I never thought about that. And let's see. I never thought about that, but I'm gonna have my team check it out. So he sends me a message February 8th, says, took your feedback, by the way, on building memberships on a high level. And my team is working on doing it. So they're building their community and their membership inside a high level instead of going outside of high level to make that happen. So we can hop into communities real quick so you guys can
Yeah,
see that.
I was
But if
hoping
you
you
got
would.
questions,
Yeah.
yeah, let's hop
Yeah, I was
into it.
hoping you would just like the certificates, a little, you know, a quick exit. We'll get back on the freeway.
Cool. Now, guys, this is super difficult to do. All right. So pay attention. All right. I want to make sure, Paulson, can you ask them, make sure that everybody, put a one or whatever if you guys are paying attention? Because this is the most difficult piece, guys, to make
Okay.
happen. All right. You guys ready? So this is how you create a group or community like school. You hit this button that says create group, you give it a name, my new group. It puts it down here, gives you like a URL. This is the coolest group
And
ever.
why do you wanna have a community or a group around a course? Like what from a business strategy standpoint?
So to get rid of the distraction and get rid of the noise, right? If they're in a place like Facebook, they can do other things on Facebook. They're getting pinged with notifications from Facebook. They're really good at keeping your attention, because that's how they were built. So it gets rid of that distraction, puts them in a place where you can have their uh, undivided attention while they're in here, right? It asks you for these images. It tells you guys exactly what size, 16 by 16, 200 by 200, for both of those. Brand color, you can, change this to kind of match. And then you hit create group. Does its magic. Guess what, guys? You have your group. I know that was difficult. All right. So if we need to go back and go through anything else, because I know that was hard. I'm kidding, guys. This is one of the easiest things to create. So you have your whole membership group here. And then so let's go through kind of the things you can do, right? So channels, you can create different channels just like in school or money networks
Slack
and
or like
those kinds
Slack.
of things, right? So Slack, like Slack, right? You say videos. This is where all the videos will
Now,
be.
Damien, is there a way we can make money on these communities?
No, I'm just kidding. Of course, there's ways you can make money on these.
Like, I mean, from a feature standpoint, built inside of the communities, is there a
Yep.
way? Okay.
So if we go to learning, right? Look what's here, guys. You can add your courses inside of here.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
You can
Yeah.
add your courses inside of here, and you can set. Let's do this one. Um, you can give it away for free. You can add a recurring cost to keep access to these courses, or you can charge one time. Let's say it's $100. And then we have it on test mode. It may not add because I don't have Slack or Stripe added to the sub account,
Yeah.
but you would hit add course, and it would add the course to your community.
I think the
Okay.
funniest question that I always get is this built inside of high level? And I've heard that question for 4 years now, and it's always
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Always is. Can we do that? Yes. Can we? Yes, you could do that. Okay. Here they give you a list of people who are inside of your community already. You can hit new. It's real simple to add people to your community. You can click this invitation link, copy that, and send them the link. Or you can put their name and email in here. It will give them access as well. Learning, we went over people, we went over contributors, moderators, and admins. They give you that level. So contributor, moderators, and admin, and then users, right?
So
So
obviously you
you
can
can
assign like one user to a certain level of access.
correct. Yep.
Gotcha.
If we go into settings, let me show you guys the settings here. Is this public or private group? The difference is, anyone can see the group posts and other members of the group, or set it to private. Only members of this group can see members of the group, right? So that. Subscriptions, you can add prices in here to the actual community if you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Set it recurring one time.
Yeah.
Have
So
those
so
options.
how do people access the group once it's built out? Like how do
Uh,
they get in there?
you will have links. Let me save that.
So basically it's
Uh,
links that you can probably embed into an email or a text or something.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay. Um,
That looks really
and
cool. I like
they'll
that.
log in on this client portal too. They have it's a separate login. So they'll go to that login, and they'll be inside of your group.
Very cool. What is that thing? Affiliate earnings. So then you can affiliate each student in
Yes, sir. We don't
it
have any
just gets
affiliates in
crazier.
here.
It just gets crazier and crazier.
It gets crazier and crazier. All of the stuff inside of your group, you can do all those things. Um, yeah. So courses, you guys know how to create those courses. Communities, you know how to create. Certificates, you know how to create. Um, uh, Paulson talked about analytics earlier, so you can see course progress, you can see assessments, you can actually set up tests. We had, in the WordPress world, like you have to have a LMS plugin in order to do testing, and sometimes it didn't communicate with other. But like, man, the tech stack just to get all of this done was crazy. But now you guys have it like all in one place, and you know how to do it because we just walked you through the whole thing. Member
Incredible.
analytics, login, how many products I have, um, let's hop back here. Revenue analytics, you can get all that. Which courses are selling inside, revenue by offer.
And in reality, I mean, to be honest, I think communities is one of our newest features, and it looks like
Mhm.
it's the foundation layer of features is pretty heavy. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's for the rollout of this and where it's at today. Man, like that. I mean, it's a huge step. Um, you know, uh, Somebody asked me yesterday. I have a call with them 4 o'clock today. The only thing is really missing is like, hey, can I stream inside of there? I was like, well, not directly, but you can copy and paste the link and put it inside of there with the post, and do it that way. But one like again, guys,
I
see this
mean, here's
little
the thing.
change log.
If
It
we
might be up here
decided
tomorrow.
to Yeah, if we decided to build out a internal native video player, um, my personal assumption is we're going to go down the route of being able to get you to stream in
Right.
there.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I'm not a techie. I'm a strategy guy, so I don't know what they're cooking back there, but
Right. Right.
the menus are deep these days.
Deep, deep. So,
I like it.
like I said, you might come here. Like I came in today and saw this, new video player thing, and I saw somebody post in a group yesterday. I was like, oh man, I wonder what that thing is. But file image upload to man, this is nuts. Just click on this change log when you guys come in here, like once a day, and you'll see what's happening inside of
Right.
here.
So what
So,
else do we need to cover for day three?
man, that was a lot, guys. But I want to make sure that you guys and answer any questions. You have the membership. So if we did like a full recap, right? We got you the welcome series to make sure you get what people promise or get what you promise to people out to them quickly. Gave you the whole workflow over that. Gave you the today. I gave you the membership.
Yeah,
Um,
you can stop sharing and we can just go
yeah, let me do
over,
that.
recapping the whole 3 days already.
Got it. Oof. Man, that was a run. It was good.
I like it. Yeah,
Right.
I think it's insightful of how I don't know, you have this ability to simplify very complex projects. So that's I appreciate that. You're one of the few
Oh,
people that have the visionary and that systematic integrator
yeah,
mindset. I don't meet a lot of people. I think that's because you've been doing this for quite some time and you figured out
yeah,
your balance. But give
yep.
us a full recap, my guy. Give us a full
Listen,
recap.
all right. So, like we said, day one, we went over the welcome. Day two, we talked to how valuable it was to segment your people. Make sure that you talk to the people where they're at when they're there, and gave you all the tools to do that. And then today, we talked about memberships and how to generate income from those micro memberships to full on courses, and taught you guys not only taught you but actually walked through creating those things every single day. And again, guys, that's as far as like the Spark Accelerator goes. You think these 3 days, we only gave you about an hour and a half, 2 hours a day on this. The Spark Accelerator is 2 days, intensive days. We start early, 8 o'clock. We're in our seats, our computers up, going through every single one of these or of the five, because there's a lot more. We make sure it's all built out before you leave the event. So 2 days, and then we have a third bonus day where we help you write a book. Some of the books that came out of the last one in an hour and a half. Everybody had a complete first draft of their book, and we put in a free plus shipping workflow for you guys. All the assets for that on the bonus day. But that's what the Spark Accelerator is. We explain everything, so But most important, we build it out and it's done when you leave. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a
And
couple
that's in Arizona, right?
in Arizona, March 14th through 16th. There's a caveat to this, right? Unfortunately, we can't have 100 people in the room because that is it's a lot.
Too much. Yeah.
So we set a cap at 25 people. sparkaccelerator.com. I think we're halfway sold out now, but we set a cap at 25 people. We have product owners from high level that are going to be walking around, making sure nobody, there's not a question that goes unanswered. And keeping you on track, obviously, because once you get in, you want to go over, they're like my hall monitors. But we make sure you stay on track to make sure you get it done, right? So uh, um, last time we
So
had
let's
Javier, who's amazing, but
yeah.
yeah, March 16th through 14th to 16th.
So Javier's coming out there. Yeah,
Javier's coming out again. That's my guy. That's my
he's a
guy.
genius, man. He's a
That's my
rock
guy.
star. He's a
Yeah.
rock star when it comes to this stuff. So let's do this, Damien. So first things first, I want to just say thank you and the amount of
Oh,
gratitude we all have in the community and our teams as well. We're so appreciative of you being so generous and actually walking us through the thing, just building the businesses and automating. So let's do Q&A across the
sure.
board.
Sure.
And here's what I'm hoping everybody does is engage with us, and all you have to do is type in and comment. So even if you don't have a question, what I would love for you to do is tell us what was your biggest takeaway so far in the first 3 days, okay? And in case if you miss any of the days, replays will be posted in the YouTube channel. And then, Damien, I'm going to hold you accountable to
Yes.
the promise you made for folks that did the homework. What do they get?
Yes. So here's what we're gonna do. All right. So I'm going to give you the workflow that I've been working on. Um, for for my own business. I just talked about the 3 day expiration on the memberships. So I'm gonna give you that workflow for those people who did the homework on the first day, the complete
Wow.
workflow. So I'm gonna give it. It's something I saw that I experienced. I was like, I gotta put this in action. So everybody who did the homework for day one, you're going to get that snapshot or that workflow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I hope every single person did that, and I know a good amount of people didn't, but I want you to still go through the rest of the content and build out the things that Damien has taught. So let's do Q&A. I'm gonna ask people to go to our external high-level Facebook page. It's much easier for me to just look at the questions from one channel instead of
Yeah,
every channel. So let's
right.
do this. Yeah. Uh, let me go ahead and let's see here. Um, Demi, why don't we start with this? Just so I know there's a ton of people watching that are not familiar with high level.
Mm-hmm.
Um, can you help us differentiate what high level is versus any other platforms? Like I feel like people misunderstand it. I see it as an operating system where you can come in and build a CRM.
Mm-hmm. So I think the how it differentiates from other softwares is that you don't have to have a 50 software tech stack, right? With other softwares out there, you have to build your landing pages on one software. You have to do your automation in another software. You have to have a payment platform in another software. Like you don't have to do those things now. You don't have to use all of the things inside a high level either. There's a ton of features, but you could just get started with one, right? Take payments and create a membership, right? Or um, create your forms and have the automation behind your forms. You don't need you may not need all, I don't know how many uh features
Hundreds.
there are, right? I don't know how many there
I
are.
think
You
it's
don't
like
need
close to
all of them,
500 or something.
right? Like,
Right.
man, if you're using Calendly, if you have a coaching company, we we need to cover calendars a crazy bit. I like you don't even make calendars. You just use the calendar inside a high level, right? Um, so many features in one, and it's one price. Like, listen, I tell Robin all the time, this is crazy, right? I don't I don't know how because as you see other companies, it's starting to happen. You're getting emails. Hey, we're raising our prices, raising our prices, raising our prices. HubSpot, man, I'm a partner or a certified partner over there, but it's like the nickel and like you got to pay for this and you got to pay for this and you got to pay for this, right? Which some people that works for, but for the person who's wanting to start an agency, I mean, talk about that. For the person who has a business, this is a perfect platform for you to run your entire business on. Now, there's also the SaaS component. Like if you want, I gave you guys a blueprint yesterday on how to get paid with the SaaS thing and how not to pay for your high level account. Like I gave you guys a blueprint yesterday. So just being able to generate additional revenue by the tool that you're using is crazy. So I guess that's the difference, you're able to man, like just the snapshot creation, like on other platforms, when I wanted to give everybody, my campaigns and my workflows and my emails and all that stuff, I couldn't do the whole thing. Like it would be like, hey, here's a link to my Google Drive, right? Copy it from there, paste it inside the emails. You can either do the work or you can pay us to do the work. It was that type of conversation. Now it's like, hey, let me give you this stuff so you're up and running quickly, right? This isn't like a 30-day, 45-day thing. Like you can be up and running tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Not to men
that's the difference.
not to mention, we do have a team of almost 900, and I promise you, we are so happy to jump on a Zoom call with every one of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way we think about it. We want to
Yeah.
engage with you. We want to get to know you. We want to shake your hands and help you like move your business. That's the mentality we have. Okay, so we have our first question here. So we're going to spend the next 10, 15 minutes just going through Q&A. Cecilia, hey Cecilia, let me just make sure. I believe I met her at the Mastermind in Dallas, if I'm
Oh, nice.
maybe right. Okay, anyways, she's asking, does Damien use softwares like True Conversion to track his results?
I used to use True Conversions. We use a couple of other tools uh that are no longer available to the public. We just had access to it from a long time ago, as far as like tracking links and stuff like that. I have a couple of tracking pieces, and this is advanced stuff, folks. You don't need it today. It's just to make sure, because I'm a high volume sender, like I want to track different stuff across or track the accuracy of data across different platforms. So that's why I use a couple other tools. But you can use True Conversions. That's a good one. I know Justin.
Yeah.
He's dope.
Yeah. Do you what are the base level tracking features that people can just get started
Well,
with inside of high level?
it's inside of there already, right? Like all of the data is being tracked, like your link clicks, your opens, your all that stuff is being tracked inside of high level already. So you don't have
Yeah.
to worry about and these are the things, right? Like, oh man, I got to go get that thing in order to start, or I got to go do this in order to start. Like these are the questions, and they're important questions, but they're not important to get you going today because what you need is in the software.
Love it. Okay, so second question, Tim McKinnon. Tim is asking, do you know if Zoom Info Sales OS or operating system integrates into high level?
Uh, Ask that question again. Sorry, Paulson.
He's asking if Zoom Info Sales OS integrates into high level.
I don't know.
Um,
I don't have answers.
my gut tells me if you're asking if something integrates into high level, it's probably a yes from high level's perspective because we're pretty open with integrations and APIs and all of that. But you got to check the limitation on the other third party and figure that out. But odds are probably in your favor if you want. And go to developers marketplace. We have two different marketplaces inside of high level. Go to the developers one and see if that already does not, if it exists or not.
What
Um,
is Zoom OS?
I I'm not
Is that
familiar.
like
I
an e-commerce
think
platform? Is that what it is?
I'm not sure. I thought it was Zoom, regular
Yeah,
Zoom.
if you Zoom.us,
Mm, I'll wait for his follow-up
Yeah,
comment.
yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Let's see another question here. Um, how do you add the membership into SaaS or subscriptions? Like, how do you create the subscription for the membership is what somebody's asking.
Got it.
But
So
that's already, yeah, go ahead. You want to share?
yeah, yeah. Let me do that. Size.
I guess the question is, how do I add a course to the SaaS subscription and add another lineup of subscriptions?
So are they adding it when they purchase the SaaS, or they just want a membership? Because you can do a little bit of kind of
Maybe
both.
maybe just cover a little bit of both.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So to you want to create an offer. Let me go right. Share my screen. I had to move you guys over so I can look at you. So inside of courses, you have to do the product first, right? But let's say you'll come into offer, go new offers. You'll select which course. You can have multiple courses in there. This is kind of like offers inside of Kajabi, kind of the same thing. And then you can do the price override, $4.97. Create that. Now you have your offer here. Edit your checkout. Oh, I didn't save it. And then this should look kind of familiar for those of you who've used Kajabi before. It looks kind of similar, but not the same. It looks kind of close. The thing on this though, let me make sure that I make this following the rules here. Oh, there we go. Um, this page doesn't have a ton of customization. Um, you can add a video to the page, a poster image, a logo, and you can edit the checkout copy. This is a great product. Save that. But that's about all the customization you'll have on this page right here, guys. But they'll be able to purchase your membership directly in
Got
this
it.
offer.
Okay,
Extra
and then
contact information if you want to collect that.
you can add this to your SaaS plans.
Correct. Let me see.
Interesting. While you're at it, do you mind just showing the SaaS configurator and where you can add it in there, or is that
Yeah,
not
let's
okay?
yeah, I have some stuff.
Okay.
Do you
If
have a
not, no
blank
worries.
one?
I don't.
Okay.
It's okay, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. You
Okay.
can add these products into your subscription inside the SaaS configurator, which is where you can basically take a small cohort of high level features or all of it or one of it and build your own subscription plans to go to market and keep 100% of the revenue. So the things we talked about with the memberships, you can just add that as another item in your feature stack in your subscription and basically create a education experience for your students or your customers. Okay, Jordan, thank you so much. He pulled a question from another channel here from Bert. First question he had is, could we get the SOP mentioned yesterday?
Yes. I will put
Okay.
it on the sheet
Okay, and number two, I don't see the marathon or sprint in my sub account.
because we just did it on the call. So
Yeah. Okay, cool. Number
do you mean
three,
you don't see the options? You should have those options when you go to uh solar.
got it.
You should see the option to create those. You may not see them in the workflow or in the snapshot because we created them on the call, but you have the option to create those by clicking one of those options when you go to
Got it.
create a product.
Yep. His third question is, after cloning the drip release in number one, could you please unpack that a little slower and explain the process as I'm slightly confused? wouldn't the original #1 drip release email get released as well? Or I hope I'm making sense. So I guess the question is, how are you
Yeah.
making? Yeah, go ahead.
So they're gonna get access to #1 right away, right? So you're just telling them to go in and access the course. If you go to that second workflow, that's where you can put #2, #3, #4, #5, #6, right? I know it says #4. It's not actually #4. It's just how I numbered the emails. But you're going to clone that template that was in the email templates
Yeah.
to drip out 2, 3, 4.
Do you want to just share real quick and just
Yeah, yeah,
highlight
yeah.
that just
Yep.
so they have it? Because otherwise, somebody's gonna reach out.
Yeah, let me make
Um,
sure you guys have it. So in here, automation, or let's go to marketing, email, templates. Okay, cool, Bert. Glad you got it. So this, you're gonna clone this, however many times you need to, right? But they'll get access to the um initial module, if you will. You can give them that access right away. So you can include that in the confirm access email or the third email.
got
But
it. Okay.
you'll just clone this one over and over.
Okay, cool. Teresa's asking, can I do a paid subscription for, say, a VIP member who gets something emailed to them daily or weekly? Yeah,
Sure.
yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
You can.
I guess the question is, can you differentiate between a VIP versus a regular? And
How do we do that, people? Everybody tell her in the chat. How do we differentiate people on our list? We talked a lot about segmentation. You can
yeah,
do it with tags. That's how I would do it.
yeah. So you want to tag the differentiated customers as they come in with however you want to separate them, however you want to segment them. So your VIPs need to be tagged so then you can build that into the automations.
Listen, Jeffrey put it into the chat first. So Jeffrey, fortunately for me and my events, I get high level swag. You see the sweatshirt that I have on today to give out at my events. I'm gonna send you a bucket hat. So hit me up on Facebook, and I'll send that out to you since you put it in first.
Pretty cool. Let's see. Ernesta is asking, what URL will the pages build and the memberships have? Where do I get the URLs from?
Uh, it
So
will
it's
be
inside
inside
yeah,
of Um, and you can brand these to your own domains as well, or you can set up a subdomain for this or a custom domain. Let me show that real quick.
yeah. And Teresa was asking, sorry, I meant to do the VIP subscription as a membership or as a workflow. I want them to pay for that subscription. How do I do that?
So the only people that would get access, so you can decide who you or how people get into a workflow. And so if you say, hey, this person has a VIP tag, put them in this workflow. Um, the only people that are going to get it are the people who have that tag. So that's how I would do it. Um, you have to be careful with that automation though, because you'll have to put in like at least for me, maybe you would go in there every other day or something, but you have to build that out first. So instead of doing workflow, I might do something like a email campaign and do it that way and send those emails out that way. Because workflows are almost like set it and forget it kinds of things that you're not going to really change. And then the email campaigns are things that you can change in an instant. So that's how
Got
I
it.
would do
Yeah.
it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the question from Ernesta was, what URL will the pages build and the memberships
Yep.
have? Where do I get the URL
Cool.
from?
So let's hop into. Oh, it's my mouse. There we go. Let's hop into memberships. You'll come into here and go to settings. You can go to domain setup, and this is where you can put that right here, or you can hit custom domain, and by putting these records with your domain, like maybe you have like members dot start with simple.com. I would have to go to wherever my DNS records are, um, and add these CNAMEs to this domain.
Got it. Um,
And then you have to verify that it works.
okay. Boyd is asking, do we have gamification options in the GHL course builder, aka Experienceify?
Um,
I don't think so yet.
not not directly, but there's some stuff that you can do to gamify it with building out a workflow and then going through your like assessments. So it's not in there directly, but I'm sure it's coming soon.
Okay. Awesome. Joyce saying, I'm having difficulty updating the survey. It lets me change the question, but does not let me change the answers. What am I doing wrong or need to add?
Oh,
Just
because okay, so the survey, remember the questions that are in the survey are custom fields, right? So you have to go into the custom field area to change those questions
and answers,
and
right?
answers. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. Cool. Hey Nico, hope all is well, my guy. Yeah, he's saying it's so much clearer in the Zoom with sound. Thank you for that feedback. Yeah, Oxy's saying the answers are in the custom fields, as I remember. All right. So we got through a decent amount of Q&A here, but does not mean we're done with Q&A. Damien's part of our community and our high-level family, and we have a whole team behind him as well to support all these things. So if you have more questions, you're watching this on replay, whichever channel you're in, we will jump in there and comment and answer. If not, in case if something happens, you don't feel like you're getting support or you're stuck, you can always go to speakwith.us/success. And depending on where you are in your plan, you may get different experiences. But most of you will be able to jump into a Zoom. But Damien, thanks for doing this, man. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
thanks
This
for
was
having me. It's been a blast. It's been a
I, I
blast.
I think it's it brought a lot of clarity to a lot of people and simplified this thing down. And we built out some really, really cool things.
Some
So appreciate,
really, really cool stuff. Hold on one second,
yeah,
please. Some
yeah.
really cool. I had to
Yeah, and
grab
those of you that are watching this and you feel similar to what I'm feeling of, feeling like you're a little bit more clear, give us a one in the chat across all channels if you don't mind, as a thank you to Damien and his team to like
mm,
he's literally giving this all away where he
yeah.
could charge hundreds and thousands of dollars for, but he's just doing this out of his heart. I didn't even ask him to do this, so he's doing it on his own. So we appreciate that, Damien. Final thoughts to the entrepreneur, final thoughts to the marketer, final thoughts to the folks that are starting out in this journey. What give us your nugget as we close out.
Here it is, folks. As Phil Knight once said, just do it. Right? You can't get to step 12 if you don't do step one first. So just do it.
All right. Well, with that, we're closing out our 3-day workshop with Damien Rufus. Let us know if we can help you in any way. And Damien's, again, he's part of our community. He does a lot of pop-up events and masterminds down in Arizona, where it's a very interactive, shoulder-to-shoulder type of an event. We always hear great things about the events Damien does. But either way, go check it out whenever you get a chance. Give us feedback. We're looking forward to getting started with the next event here pretty soon. But I'll be in touch. Take care. Have a good rest of your afternoon, everybody.
See you guys.